So, you've got this dream, right? Trading in the 9 to 5 for a classroom somewhere amazing, like Tokyo or maybe even Tuscany. Teaching abroad, it sounds incredible. But then you start looking into it, and things get confusing fast. Well, let's clear up the single biggest question that stops most people in their tracks.
This is the big one. What is the deal with all these acronyms? TEFL, TSOL, CLTA, PGCE. It's like a whole alphabet soup of qualifications, and it is completely overwhelming when you're just trying to figure out where to start.
And look, if your head is spinning right now, you are not alone. This is hands down the #1 thing that people get bogged down by. But I promise you, by the end of this little explainer, you are going to have total clarity.
Because here's the secret to it all. It's not actually about picking one course from a giant, confusing list. Nope. It's about making a much simpler choice first, choosing between one of two very, very different paths.
That's right. The whole idea of a single best course, it's a myth. It's actually the wrong question to be asking. The right qualification for you depends completely on the kind of life and the kind of career you actually want to build for yourself overseas.
So it all boils down to this fork in the road. On one side, you've got the licensed educator path. This is for formal, long-term careers in K-12 international schools. And on the other side, you've got the language coach path. This is all about teaching English in private language centers or online. Two totally different worlds. Let's break down path one.
Okay, so this first path is for people who view teaching as a serious, long-term profession. We're talking about becoming a full-blown career educator. These are the top-tier international schools you see in major cities, serving kids from all over the world. This is the pro league, so to speak.
And the golden ticket into this world is a professional teaching license. You might hear it called a PGCE in the UK, but the idea is the same. This isn't just a course certificate you print out online. It's a serious, government-issued credential that qualifies you to teach academic subjects like history or chemistry in an actual K-12 school.
So, what does life on this path look like? Well, think stability. Think high rewards. You're looking at jobs in prestigious schools, signing multi-year contracts, and getting amazing benefits packages. We're talking housing allowances, annual flights home, health insurance, the whole shebang.
And yeah, the paycheck definitely reflects that level of commitment. The earning potential here is really significant. You're often looking at salaries in the $40,000 to $80,000 range per year, sometimes even more. It's a bigger investment up front to get qualified for sure, but the payoff is absolutely there. Okay, let's switch gears and look at the other path.
All right, path number 2, the language coach. If the first path was about building a long-term career, this one is all about flexibility, freedom, and adventure. Honestly, this is the route that most people take to get their first taste of teaching abroad. And the key that unlocks this world, it's that alphabet soup we were talking about before, a TEFL, TESOL, or CELTA certificate. They're all slightly different, but they all certify you to do one thing: teach English as a foreign language. This is the absolute industry standard for pretty much every private English teaching job out there.
You can just feel the vibe is different here, right? It's less about climbing a career ladder and way more about having a passport to explore the globe. The jobs are usually in private language schools or online, often teaching adults. The contracts are shorter, the training is way faster and affordable, and it just makes the whole dream of living abroad feel so much more accessible.
Now, the salary reflects this difference. It's generally lower than what a licensed teacher makes, but in most countries, it's more than enough to live a really comfortable life and fund your travels. It's all about the trade-off, right? You're trading some long-term earning potential for a ton of freedom and a much, much lower barrier to entry.
Okay, so we've laid out the two worlds, the licensed educator and the language coach. Now comes the most important question. How do you choose? It's time to figure out which path is your path.
This really says it all, doesn't it? There is no right or wrong answer. There's no good or bad path. The only thing that matters is figuring out what you truly want from this experience. So let's get practical. How do you do that? Just walk through these 4 steps. First, get honest about your why. Are you looking for a gap year adventure, or are you building a lifelong career? Second, what are your resources? A teaching license costs serious time and money. A TEFL course? Not so much. Third, do a little research on the countries you're dreaming of. What do their visa laws and schools actually require? And finally, step 4, just pick your path. Commit to the training that's going to open the doors you actually want to walk through.
So if you remember one thing from all of this, let it be this. Stop asking which course is better and start asking yourself, which world do I want to enter? The world of the professional career educator or the world of the flexible, adventurous language coach?
Because once you make that one fundamental choice, I promise, everything else just falls into place. The right course, the right job, the right country, it all becomes so much clearer. So, your entire global adventure starts right here, with this one choice. What's it going to be?